In the greenhouse, I'm working on a new shelf. It's going to go all the way across. This is some wood I got for free, and I thought about the greenhouse when I got it last year. It's perfect for these pots, and it gives me another level here for growing. The shade is right now here, the shadow of it, but here it's going to be on that board for part of the day. At least when I checked yesterday. The shadow is obviously going to move, so it's going to vary, but I figure it should be alright. We get pretty intense sunlight and heat in this area, and maybe next year I can put some shade loving plants under the shadow of that if it comes to it, but we'll see how this year goes. See what happens yet this year. But I'm going to carry on and finish that all the way across. This is at 36 inches, so it's comfortable for Melanie. We checked it out before I started building. And that's precisely what I'm talking about. I got the second board in, and the shadow is right on the walkway. I calculated the height for most of the day to be right across the walkway, so it's not affecting anything at all. So that's pretty cool. Now, the sun isn't yet on this section of the garden. You can see, though, the sun on the shelf. But down there it's not yet shining until midday. But it's going to get scorching hot in here in direct sunlight. As you can see, it's still advancing over. It's still early yet today, but this is really nice. Now I can get all these pots up higher where they can get more sunlight, especially the corn. The two corn pots will really appreciate it up there. They'll get a lot more sunlight being up higher like that. And it doesn't really affect anything because that's our walkway. I still have to put a support there and one in here. Every 2 feet there's going to be a support. Well, there. Now I have some plants up higher. I have my walkway free and clear. Well, I will in a minute. But I'm getting my walkway cleared off. And I have a potting bench. All in one. Very convenient. So, I'm surprised it's... I haven't yet tied it in to the bottom. I'm surprised how stable it is. I thought it would rock a lot more than it does. I'm really surprised and pleased with how it holds up. Now I'm probably going to run cross braces from the outer support to here after I get the windows in for extra strength, but that'll be after, because right now I got to figure out where I'm framing in the windows, and then from there I can run the cross braces over. But that'll really strengthen it up and tie that in with the wall and further reduce any flex in the greenhouse, which there isn't though. I can't remember who was here, but somebody was over and mentioned how strong and rigid this is with no flex. So, considering it was all scrap lumber, it's pretty impressive. Well, there we go, guys. Getting there. I have further cleared off my walkways with the addition of another shelf. Now, I wanted a shadier spot for my little fragile seedlings. These are all my radishes I planted the other day, and they can't handle too much sun or heat right now, and these little pots will not hold the moisture as much, and since they're all black and shallow, they're going to dehydrate fast, and they'll get hot. So they're up here in the not so bright area where it probably shouldn't get as hot either, I would figure. And when they get a little stronger I can bring them down, but that's a great little starter spot. And then I'm going to run hooks along here for all my gardening tools. So that's pretty good. And then I tied this in with a board here and then ran it into the supporting 2x4, the cross bracing. I'm going to cut this off eventually here, but it doesn't bother me much. And then the tools, and yeah, I've got to put another cross brace or another support under there, under that lip. But other than that, we're good. I tied it right into that piece. So cleared off all my walkways, and that shade is right on that walkway, so it doesn't affect a thing. So my peppers and my corn are up higher, and my fig tree are up higher. There's another corn that really needs the sun, and they hopefully will do better. Now obviously that popcorn's going to get a little too high eventually, but for now if it grows, if it makes it in time, you know, it's got a better spot there. Later, let's see what happens. If I have to move it or move it out. But at least the greenhouse is protected from the elements for the most part here. And the plants are growing better in here. As you can see, it's way better in here than in the garden. Look at that Swiss chard. I mean, that is incredible. That is a happy plant right there. The chamomile, I've got to harvest chamomile because there's probably about 50 or more flowers now. I just thought that was cute. Now I have his and hers garden tools up. Can't see my camera. Melanie's toolkit and mine. I think one of her shovels, I'm going to have to look for it. It looks like the same type of set as mine. But that's sadly from the rocky soil in New York. It was so horrible. Here we'll never have a problem again. But I think she must have another shovel somewhere. It's going to be nice to have everything neatly lined up. So that's really good. I'm getting there, everybody. Really getting there. Well guys, with the intense temperatures we're having, oh, the wind blows. You won't hear me. Hold on. There's a break in the way. It's really gusty. With the intense temperatures we're having today, I am putting, or recently, putting mulch around the plants. I did a whole row of beans and peas and around some melons that were struggling. And then over here, around each plant, and quite wide around them. I'm hoping that'll retain moisture and take off the heat. Look at them wilting from the heat. So it's definitely too hot for them. That's definitely wilting from the heat. So I'm going to continue on. I have to go take a break because I'm dizzy. It's hot on me. And I want to mulch everything, including the pathways. And it'll reduce the temperature in this garden a little bit and look nicer. So throughout the day, I plan to come out here periodically and continue on. I want to fill in these gaps as well. Like I said, to reduce the overall temperature, retain moisture, and look nice as well. But mostly I think it's going to help the plants, stop them from wilting and dehydrating so badly. Even the corn is having a rough time, so I'm going to mulch in there too. And then I'm going to use some of the not as old compost out here. I can't see my camera. This compost bin here, and that's the semi-aged chicken compost. And I'm going to put it around the plants, not touching them, but you know, far enough away, but close enough so it'll help in between all the plants and around, like in between the rows of peas, especially. And over in the tomato garden over here, which is terribly struggling. And the peas here, Melanie did such a great job, but it's just too hot. So I think by doing that, I'll help reduce the temperature here tremendously. But I'm going to wait a little bit longer. The sun is directly above me, and soon this will be in shade and I'll be able to come out here and not be cooking so badly myself.